Valkyrie, released December 25th, 2008 by MGM Studios and directed by Bryan Singer. Valkyrie is based on the true story of Nazi officers trying to assassinate Adolf Hitler because they were opposed to the atrocities Hitler was committing. The movie begins with Colonel Klaus Schenk Graf von Stauffenberg, stationed in northern Africa, being attacked by Allied powers. He was seriously injured, having lost his right hand, left eye, and 2 fingers from the other hand. They sent him back to Germany to recover and to continue his army post. There, he is recruited by General Friedrich Olbrich with the recommendation by General Henning von Treschkow. Dr. Karl Friedrich Godeler, who is a politician, is intended to become the new Chancellor of Germany once Hitler is assassinated, with the other members of the resistance becoming various heads of state. Other people who are involved with the plot are Erwin von Weizblieben, General Ludwig Beck, and General of the Reserve Army Friedrich Fromm, who is ambivalent to the whole plot. The main idea of the plot is to assassinate Hitler while he is with the military leaders at a war strategy meeting in Wolf's Lair, and to detonate a briefcase full of explosives. After this, the plotters would activate the Reserve Army Battalion led by Otto Remmer, which is called Operation Valkyrie. This movie can get complicated because of the German names, which can be difficult to remember and attach a face to when being mentioned throughout the movie. Another aspect that can get complicated are the different Nazi factions, such as the Schutzstaffel, best known as the SS troops, the Gestapo, and the Reserve Army. The SS troops are the ones who committed most of the crimes associated with Nazi Germany, such as the capturing, displacement, enslavement, and execution of Jews and other minorities of Germany. They were Hitler's personal guard and were the most loyal to him. During World War II, the SS troops were led by Heinrich Himmler, who recruited his men based on racial superiority of a master race. Himmler was considered the second most powerful man in Germany. The Gestapo were an intelligence agency that spied on people considered enemies, as well as the Nazi military. They were also considered Germany's secret police, because they would wear civilian clothes, most notably a black hat and a long black trench coat. They would arrest people who were considered enemies of Germany, such as political groups, churches, and even German college students who protested the war. They also conducted executions and held offices at concentration camps. If you do not know anything about these groups, the movie may get complicated, but nevertheless, it is still a great movie. Although it is a bit awkward to see American and British actors playing Germans in English with no accents, it still doesn't take away from the movie. The movie was made more believable with the casting of David Bamber as Hitler, who eerily resembles him. Also, in doing my research for this film, I found out that Tom Cruise also resembles the real Stauffenberg. There is no explicit scenes of violence, sex, or gore, which is why I recommend this movie for ages 12 and up. Again, as a tip for people who want to enjoy this movie even more without being lost, I suggest that you do some research on the July 20th plot of 1944. But if you do not, the movie is still enjoyable for being a suspense thriller that will capture the imagination of what could have happened. I give Valkyrie 4 stars out of 5.